you guys, but like a way that was more comfortable to me. You know what I mean? Like I was more comfortable expressing, so I could just focus solely on the craftsmanship behind it and the creativity going into it. You know what I mean? As opposed to just the upfront recording and then just taking that recording, doing a little bit of edits, adding a little bit of music, maybe an intro, outro, bada bing, bada boop, title, couple hashtag. Nah, like I wanted to do something different that correlates with what I've been doing, but is entirely different because I've never done that format or concept style that I'm going for. And what I've learned is when I try to plan things out, right, I don't typically feel as creative or as inspired as I can be, you know? So here we are on the spot, on the fly. So when I don't try to be creative, I am. That's why I wanted to do something that was a little bit more creative to me, where I could just go back to and just edit exactly how I want it. You know what I'm saying? But that is why I truly believe that different mindsets, similarly to the equivalent of a new identity, because whenever you learn new things, you most likely will become a new version of yourself. You know, we try to always become better versions of ourselves, and if we become better versions of ourselves, we become new versions of ourselves, but we're still the same person, right? Let me give you an example, right? This example I learned whenever I learned this, like, and I'm talking about whenever you learn something from like first-hand experiences, it's totally different than learning something from second-hand experience, right? When you learn something from second-hand experience, it's like you were told a story, just like I'm about to tell you now. Right. Once upon a time, I owned my own meal prep business, right? We sold various types of proteins, salmon, turkey, chicken. But I learned a fun fact about one of the proteins that I sold while having this meal prep business, right? This knowledge changed my whole perspective on seafood in general, right? And when I tell you, if you already know this, it's nothing new to you. But if you don't, this shit's gonna have you like just thinking about it. So I used to always sell salmon and shrimp. Like them hoes used to go crazy. Salmon, love salmon, fish, anything that has scales, good to go. But I learned if it doesn't have scales, you might not want to fuck with it because don't you devein, you peel, you take the tail off, bits in the trash, right? When I tell you after 3 hours of just sitting in a garbage can, all that shit turns into maggots galore, bro. And don't get me wrong, like you're deveining shrimp, so it's shit and all that. But one may, go and do research of the various types of things, also consume before we consume them, right? Because it's just a big cycle. Right. And shrimp are on the bottom of the sea floor. Of course, yes, they're from the sea, but they're on the bottom of the sea floor. Which typically means that they're eating things that are dead. These niggas are eating things that are already decaying in the sea. That's a no-go for me, buddy. That's a hell no. I know. Some people, they don't care, you cook it up and get it to a comfortable temperature, you kill all the negative bacteria. We're good to go. Pop them in your mouth, right? Nope, not me. Hell no. No way. If something could just sit out in room temp for 3 hours, gonna have maggots galore. At least not up to the point to what I saw that day. It scarred me forever. I believe I will never be the same. But you don't know, now you know. So don't be out here eating shrimps. They're bottom feeders. They eat things that are decayed and already dead. And if you eat that, no matter if it's cooked, you're eating something that is lifeless and of no energy.